Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And I don't know what my boys are doing, trying to be incognito, and I told them that the camera is going to catch them, but whatever. In this video, I am going to be doing feed-in braids, and I just learned how to do this year, y'all, and I am just so proud of myself. Like, ever since I learned how to do feed-in braids, like, that's just been the go-to hairstyle, and it's been lasting for quite some time now, so I'm just, like, so excited about that. So I started off wanting to do just the basic feed-ins, just doing the straight backs, but I was just like, I kind of want to be creative, and I ain't even gonna lie, like my daughter was like, okay, now it's not the time to be creative. I want you to hurry up and get done with my hair so I could go back to doing what I was doing, playing with my brothers and just messing up stuff pretty much. And you know what? I was so against putting color in my daughter's hair because I felt like, she was too young, and to me, I kind of think it's a little ghetto. It's just, but at the end of the day, like, I have been putting color in her hair, and it's the way that you install it and just the amount of color that you put in her hair. Like, I literally gave her, I told her to just pick a color, and of course this go round, she chose the color red, but as you could tell, like, it's literally like red highlights or whatever. Like, the whole braid is not red because I feel like that would be too much, too tacky, and just too ghetto. I wish that she wouldn't like color, but hey, to each his own, and I want her to be able to express herself and, to see, okay, if this is what she like, this is what she want to do, I'm gonna let her do it, but in moderation, because at the end of the day, I am the parent here. But let's get into the way that I part though. Like, I am doing so much better. Like, the parts are still not as straight as I wanted them to be, but they still look manageable, and that was just like my biggest goal that I was just trying to do. Y'all just don't understand. Like, this saves me so much money. I love doing her hair. That is just like my bonding time with her. And I just love perfecting my craft. Like, I really am a DIY girly. I do my own hair, my own nails. Sometimes I will go and we'll pamper ourselves, but for the most part, nah, this is us. But I'm parting from the back, and then I'm also just working the sides of my hair, and of course of her hair, and of course, like, I'm just doing the feed-ins, and I'm just adding the red where I think it would just pretty much look good and look decent. And I'm braiding everything all the way down as I'm adding hair. By the time I cornrow, the back of her hair is like really short and thin, so I add like little pieces of hair towards the end of her hair, and halfway through the braid, I just kind of tie it up because I'm actually going to curl the ends, and y'all will see that shortly. And right now, I'm just parting the hair into a specific design. At this point, I'm just hoping that it looks right. I didn't want to do the whole straight backs or whatever because I'm doing her hair for Thanksgiving. And I still want it to look girly. Like, I don't want it to look too boyish or whatever. And I had all day to do absolutely nothing. So I had time to think and be creative, regardless of what she says and thinks. Like, girl, please, you love when I do your hair. You love the outcome and everything. So I don't even know why you telling me don't worry about it. Like, girl, you should want me to take my time doing your hair because, girl, this is what you're gonna be wearing over the next 2 weeks. Hopefully she don't mess up her hair while she's at school for only 2 days out of the week. But yeah. And again, as you could tell, I'm just adding hair and just braiding it all the way down and adding hair and using the gem as I'm continuing to braid it. And I'm just going to braid that braid halfway down and then tie it at the end. Hopefully you can see it. And then from there, I'll just go to the next braid. Okay, y'all, so my creativity is starting to kick in, and she is about to be agitated, but I feel like this part, because I'm being creative, it is kind of expediting the time and lessening the amount of cornrows that I have left. So basically, instead of doing the straight backs, I'm kind of doing just a curve so that it just doesn't look too boyish and it looks, pretty decent or whatever. So I'm just perfecting the way that I part so I can get ready to start braiding. I've already put the jam in there. I think right here I'm just trying to find a movie or something to watch, and I'm just separating the hair. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. All right, so I'm about to start braiding now and separating the hair. So I just start braiding first, like her real hair, and then I just start adding feed-ins like every other cornrow that I do. And I'm still trying to figure out how much red hair that I need to put in, but as you can tell, like, I'm doing a little bit of streaks so it doesn't look too crazy and the braid is not just all red. Okay, so I have officially finished corn rolling her hair, and I just got the little rollers and I'm just rolling the ends of her hair. As you could tell, like, I braided her hair halfway and then the other half is just straight hair. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm getting ready to curl the ends of her hair by just leaving it damp, well, just wetting it. And so I'm just putting the mousse up there and also putting the oil in her hair. I don't know the purpose or the reason for it. I just know that when I used to go get my hair done, that's just what they did. So the next step is just boiling the water, getting prepared to dip her hair. And this is just our routine. This is what I do, just so that she doesn't get burned or anything. I put the towel over her hair, over her back, and I have her lean her head back and just dip her water in and making sure that everything that I have curled up, all of that is dipped in her hair. So I dip it a few times. And you don't really have to dip it twice, but I actually do that. And sometimes I just keep it overnight, but this was like during the day. But that's what it looks like after I have dipped it in, and now I'm just like squeezing all of the water out. And again, as you could tell, like I said, I was going to dip it again. This step is not necessary. I just tend to do this just to make sure it's like, it curls properly once I uncurl it. And this thing is hot, okay? Don't let this fool you. It's steaming hot. My hands is burning, okay? Some people have like cups and all of that. I'm just old school. I don't have none of that. I'm just go dip it and go on about my business. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, don't think that this stuff is not hot. Do you not see that steam? Like, it is really hot on my hands. Like, I have to be careful with the towels over it. So anyway, I'm just kind of letting it cool off, and I'm squeezing any excess water out of it. So it's going to be damp. Okay, so here is the end result. And this is like maybe after 2 minutes after I have like damped it out or whatever. So I just unravel it like so. Look how beautiful that is, y'all. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Look at that, y'all. Perfection. So I'm just gonna do the rest of them like that. Beautiful. And here is the end result, you guys. My daughter is beautiful. Her hair is beautiful. She is Thanksgiving ready. I hope you guys like the video. Bye.